here today in three functions. I work for my club, then I work for the DFB, for the German Football Association, as not as a volunteer, but as part of the Qualifizierungsoffensive. My main job is I work for an agency which designs concepts for the German Football Association in the field of integration. My first contact to Germans was not in school or in kindergarten or whatever. I didn't went to kindergarten because I didn't speak German at all. But I went first contact to German was in the football club, and there nobody asked me, do you speak German? They asked, do you score goals? Yeah? And I did. This might be a picture from Berlin, yeah, but it can be in Bonn, in Cologne, or wherever. Every second newborn is with my migration background. In the age between 20 to 25, we have a rate of 23% with migration background. We don't know what happens if integration fails. With all these activities which are now very widely discussed, if they fail, we don't know what will happen. If I talk about integration or a definition of integration, I speak for myself and for my club. Cultural integration, social integration, which means taking part in the society, and integration through identification. So we see it always as a process. This is very important. We see integration as a process. We can't say, okay, today we make integration and tomorrow we have integrated people. Yeah, this takes time. This takes maybe 2 or maybe 3 generations. So our model of integration looks like this. You have majority society, you have migrants, you put them together in one pot. Yeah. Then you have throughput, reduction of fears and prejudices, mutual acceptance and social interaction. This is what needs to happen if you want an output. Yeah. The output is, as you said, inclusion. Yeah. There are 1, 2, this is Kakao, you don't see him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know who's in there. 6, 7 people, players, and 2 of them are only German players. Since 2009, the DFB qualified more than 280, we call them teamers. They go into clubs, yeah, and they do qualification, whatever qualification may be. But they do qualification. These are those cars. We go into the clubs, we do some talking or training. Before we talk, we give them exemplary training. After that, we go into the clubhouse and do some talking. We talk about those 4 topics. One very big problem, major problem actually, is how can you achieve a better identification within the young migrant players who right now are playing in German clubs. How can you achieve a better identification so that they later don't say, okay, I'm going to play for Turkey. Yeah? Thank you for the money, I'm going to Turkey. This is very interesting because there was a research in 2008 that judgments against migrant players always were harder than judgments against original players. So if I hit you, yeah, I get half a year. This really happened to me. I become suspended for half a year. If he hits me, he gets 2 months. So this is my club, or the club I work for. International Sports Club Al Hilal Bonn. This club exists now 20 years. In 2005, football was added, volleyball and gymnastics, but these are minor groups. Yeah? Football is now becoming maybe the most important sector, but these are the 4 sports we provide for our members. By now we have nearly 1,000 members. 90% of them have a migration background. And we had, until last August, only one existing adult male team, which I was the coach and the player and the one who cleaned the shoes and the one who cleaned the cabins and everything. Yeah. But in 2010, we designed an integrated concept focusing on youth prevention, soccer, things like this. and we won the award for integration offered by the German Ministry of Interior. This was last November. By now we have 8 youth teams, of which 2 are for girls. And the interesting thing is that we educated 16 coaches, and 4 of them were women, and all 4 women are still doing their lessons. Yeah? And all the guys I coached, they took the license and said goodbye. Yeah? So this is
There is one question: how you finance your work?
It's all volunteer.
Okay.
It's all volunteer. Our principles, which we communicate daily, in every training, in every meeting we have with our players, we have with our coaches, we communicate those principles. We have very clear and strict rules which everyone has to accept. Every player, beginning at the age of 7, yeah, before he starts to play with us, he comes to me or he comes to his coach, and we talk about our rules, we talk about our philosophy, our club philosophy. So everyone, even every one of my coaches, has to accept our vision of integration or inclusion before he starts working with us. This is, by the way, this is very important. Yeah? Equal treatment, because this is what many of my players say if they are asked, why are you playing here? They say, because here I feel treated equally. Yeah? Everyone, it makes no difference if he's German or if he's Turkish or whatever. Yeah? If he's good, he plays. So these are the 4 pillars of our youth concept, which we designed last year. First, it must be integrated. It must have to do anything with integration. Qualified coaches, this is maybe the main point. Expertise and qualification is the key. Education is the key. So, diversity is welcome. Please be who you want to be, and it's fine if you are different. Everyone's special in his own way, and we can, everyone can learn from the other. Harmonic environment, we mean by this, we try to give them good facilities. We have a sponsor. He gives us 50% less. Yeah. So we go to our players and say, if you need good shoes, please go to this shop. Yeah. We just now paid 7,000 euros for shirts, for balls, for training materials, and this is all financed by our swimming sector. Yeah. So the swimming guys are very happy with us. They like it very much. So these are my coaches from 11 nationalities. There we have a Tunisian guy. This might be cacao, but it's not cacao. He's from Central Africa. She's from Chile. She's from Germany. She's from Syria. All my coaches insist on the rules we have. Yeah? This atmosphere of performance orienting supports our aims. Young and successful coaches, many of them with migration background, because we want to give them new role models. It's not anymore the big brother who's in jail, but it's my coach who's a project manager at whatever. All parts of society must be activated. This means migrants, especially migrants, education and equal opportunities, and sustainability. So this is why I said integration is a process. You can't do it for 1 year or 2 years. You must sustain. It must be a long-term project. So graphically, this means where do we want to go? Which steps are we willing to take? Small but daily steps to the goal. I'd like to thank you for your attention, and bye-bye.